welcome back. Let's get you ready for game week 11. 14 highlighted guys today to help you fill your galleries and fill those lineups. Let's start with Utah. Lauri Markkanen's been ruled out today. He has a hamstring injury, couldn't practice yesterday. I'm a little concerned he's going to be out longer than just today. The Jazz actually have a 3-game week this week. I think you're going to want to probably target some guys on their team that are just going to get increased run with him out. He's just such a high usage player for them. Yurtseven's been a key contributor with Markkanen out. Got 27 minutes last game. He's over a point per minute. He'd be probably my top play that's still fairly cheap. Kelly Olynyk actually gets a little more run maybe with the big guy out. And Walker Kessler's coming off injury. He's pretty expensive. They're kind of working him back in. But I think you can go a number of different ways here with this Utah team. Clarkson will go tonight. That news just came down as well. Something interesting I'm finding here, Jeremy Sohan for the Spurs left the game with knee injury. They're pretty thin at point guard. Trey Jones probably gets a big bump in minutes. Devontae Graham, they signed in the offseason. He is their backup. He's only played in a couple games this year. His point per minute is not exceptional, but it's okay. His price is $1 right now, and his point per dollar is one of the highest on the board. It's over 12. So he may see a bump in minutes, and at $1, you may want to take a flyer on this guy. Robert Covington should get some increased run tonight at least. Daniel House and Jaden Springer both already ruled out today. Covington, since he joined Philadelphia, is getting getting exactly a point a minute in 16 minutes a night. He could get in the 20s today. So with that 18 L10, not a ton of upside, but if you get you 30 points, he's $2. That's a pretty good deal. Where do we start with Josh Giddey? So he apparently had some inappropriate relations with a 17-year-old. The news broke over the weekend. It looked like, well, his career's over. He's going to get suspended. And some video came out showing that he met her at a bar and it was a big party. And so is he really liable for this? I don't know what's going to happen. Will he be suspended? His price went from about $18 to $8.49 as of recording today. So I don't know if he's going to get suspended or not, but this is certainly a guy. I mean, he's put up 50s and 60s. His L10 is 25. He really hasn't gotten going this year. But point per minute still good. Price is right. If you want to take a chance, with Trey Murphy and Matt Ryan and CJ McCollum all still out for New Orleans, I have 2 New Orleans plays. Jose Alvarado, coming off injury, has been pretty good actually in his return, over a point a minute. His minutes are increasing slightly the last couple of games. $6.47, a little higher priced, but he's a decent play today. Najee Marshall, we talked about last time. He had a good weekend again. He's getting in the low 20s for minutes. Close to a point a minute, still under $5. I think he's still viable this week, even with an L10 of 15. Mike Conley in Minnesota, I highlighted just because, for no other reason than his price is just too low. I mean, he's still getting you decent points at a decent rate. And for $3, I mean, this is just a cheap points play. Memphis is an absolute dumpster fire right now. I've talked about Derrick Rose a number of times over the last couple of weeks. He was down at $2 not too long ago, and he's up to almost 7. His minutes are increasing. His L10 is still only a 9, so he's definitely in play this week. Jalen Smith for the Pacers, another guy I'm highlighting just because his price is so low. He's $2.18, L10 of 18. If he can have a couple more crummy games, it goes down into the low teens, and he's a really productive guy. So anytime Miles Turner would sit, 1.2 points a minute. Guy can shoot from outside, do a lot of things for you. I think he's a great stash right now. Draymond Green should be returning from his suspension this week. He's just another guy who's priced too low. He's $5 right now. He can get you in the 40s pretty easily with L10 of 25. I'd say he's definitely worth a look. Michael Malone, the Denver head coach, recently had a press conference where he said that his bench players needed to earn their minutes. They just weren't doing enough out there, with the exception of Justin Holiday. And guess who played a bunch of minutes when Aaron Gordon sat out last game? It was Justin Holiday. 27 minutes. off the bench. Big game for him. So I would say he is very much in play with an L10 of 8. Aaron Gordon has already been ruled out again today. This is one you can get a jump on just because of some news that broke this morning. Rashawn Holmes seems to have passed Dwight Powell in the backup center minutes in Dallas. Derek Lively went down with an injury, missed last game. If Lively misses some more time, I expect Holmes to continue to get in that 20-minute range. He's not terribly unproductive, so with an L10 of 7, I think he's definitely a good play, assuming Lively is still out. With Terry Rozier's return in Charlotte, I thought Ish Smith's time being relevant was completely drying up, and then LaMelo Ball hurt himself, and so I think Ish Smith stays relevant. L10 still only 7. He's very unproductive, as you can see here, but minutes in the 20 range the last bunch of games, even with LaMelo and Rozier the last game. I think you can still play him. He's still about $4. Boston with Kristaps Porzingis ruled out for the foreseeable future here. Nehemiah Keita has come in and played pretty well. 6 offensive rebounds in 15 minutes yesterday. Now, if that doesn't get the coach's attention, I don't know what will. That's just pure effort. He's 1.22 points per minute. I expect him to play. They have Chicago this week, just one game. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a big game. He's got 8 for an L10 and a low price of $3.23. Good luck, everybody. Let's go get those rewards.